some history needs to be brought up. Tzitzit were not just for Israel. People in the ancient Near East wore tassels on their garments. And we see this, there's a lot of evidence to this. In fact, there's a lot of paintings and whatnot that you'll see where people were wearing tassels on their garments. And they were to represent flowers. And so this, and you can see this actually in tzitzit. If they're cut too short, they'll actually flare out like a flower, okay? And it is believed that only high up officials, royalty, and sometimes military commanders were the ones who wore tassels on their garments. It was like a status symbol that you had garments that had tassels on them, like these kind of decorative tassels on them. And I think
it's
this actually,
like in our culture, the king of rock and roll, Elvis, had tassels.
That's called fringe, my friend. Fringe is different than tassels. Come on, get it right.
No, he had tassels and fringe. Fringes
okay.
and tassels. Okay. Now, he had them on his sleeves, too.
Yes, of course. So we're taking Elvis now as the model. No, anyway, so the point here, I think that this actually does play into why God gave Israel as a nation tzitzit. Because I think it shows that each person in his elected people group, whether you're adopted in or whether you're part of the lineage of Jacob, whatever it may be, that you are a nation of priests, right? That there's something different. There is something, each one of us are special and set apart unto God. And for this reason alone, I think that tzitzit are, to me, they mean a lot. In fact, in the specific command that when we look at them, we're supposed to remember the commandments of the Lord. I don't think it's just that we're supposed to call to mind the commandments. It's that we're covenant members. It's that we have been set apart. Each individual person has a special covenantal relationship with God. We are seen as royalty. We're sons of the Most High God, right? And so I think that all of this is going to play into Mr. C's next question. He says, I have a couple of sets that I have ordered and have started wearing them. I have waffled between wearing 2 versus 4 as they get in the way at times, as when removing and putting items in my pocket. Let's stop right there. Now, Rob, I want you to jump in real quick. Tell me if you think I'm off in what I've said so far, and also respond to what you've heard so far.
Oh, I think I think it is. It does seem to have some connection to clothing, right? I mean, in the same way other nations sacrificed, they had special holidays, calendrical celebration. So
right.
If that's true, and it's true that there is iconography, I don't know, maybe paintings would be in Egypt, and there might be some, but I know that there's like in Assyrian reliefs and stuff like that, you can see, which probably were painted originally. But by the way, hang on just a second. If you would like to see some of those, I did an entire video on this on pronomian.com on tzitzit, and or is it a written article? It might be a written article. No, it's not. It's definitely a video. Anyway, in that video, I show some of the evidence that we have, the paintings and whatnot, and the reliefs. Keep going. But yeah, it's a warning about our eyes and our heart, right? That our eyes go after things of the world, and that the tzitzit are a reminder for us. It interrupts that tendency of the sinful heart, and to remember, to whom we belong, and the covenant, like Caleb was saying, our covenant membership looks like something, right? It's not an undefined relation. Our relationship with God and our place in His kingdom is not an undefined place. It's not a space where we have to. It's left on us to invent religion. It's not to invent our worship of God. I mean, right. We see what happened with Nadav and Avihu when they had an idea to invent religion. Right? It's like, no, we're. It's a blessing to abide within the things that God has revealed to us as for our good. It doesn't mean we understand them all.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell us your thoughts on this subject by leaving a comment in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. And we'll see you in the next video.